Hello, welcome all, and we are back. And this is the part two for top five best games for 2025 AFL 26 season. I'm your host, BJ, and maybe an extra one. But let's get on with the show. This episode, ladies and gentlemen, I want to let you all know I mentioned this last time before we get really into today's show and the second half. Go and grab your cup of tea, your coffee, your chai latte, and your bickies. And also make sure you subscribe down below, like this episode. Make sure you subscribe down below, like this episode, as well hit that notification bell. Now that's all and done and dusted, let's get on with the show. So, there's been some hard games, and if you missed last time, I just want to let you all know about my second half of the top five. This one is, I've got to say, Collingwood and Brisbane. Now, there was a few times these did met during the season, and this was late in the season. And MCG, what a game! And there's been one of the hardest games to pick by. So, wow, factor why I chose this game. Now, I thought that Collingwood are going to win this game. Not just win it, but comfortably. That didn't happen. I thought that Collingwood were going to come out and actually put on a great perform. They didn't start well. 5-2. Then it was 5-2. So vice versa, Brisbane started well, then Collingwood were fired. They came hard. Then Brisbane won it more. They keep 5-1. One of the worst performance from Collingwood in a long time under the coach Grant. Yeah. So look, Brisbane are finding magic time. This is a good time to perform. And margin went out to a 27-point margin, which is 92-65. Collingwood did not let Brisbane score 100 points, but Brisbane can do that. But these last two matches at the MCG, sold out crowd, not under light, but last day in September 2023. Brisbane has found ways to show up, and they did, and they played so many times at the MCG, but I think this one's one of Brisbane's. They don't got Hipwood in that team, in that four line. Longer Morris have to do the hard work, and boy, didn't wow factor from that. So I go into my next game. Now, there's a few in this round, and any game, any round. That's what I said. And you can choose 3 games. You can't have all games in one round. That's really a bit silly. But this game, I have to give credit, and St Kilda find ways to win games. Now, I won't be doing any draft so far, maybe a bit later. I might do that with Aiden, and hopefully Aiden agrees. But I'm going to share this game which was held at MCG and round 22 on the Saturday afternoon schedule. 4-point victory to St Kilda, 56-52. And give everything to Richmond. Richmond really didn't start great, but they let them not score like 7-1. St Kilda haven't been that great in such a long time. But St Kilda did come out on fire. Then Richmond came. Margin was 4 points. 2 goals to 3 points. Richmond had a chance to win this game. Then it was 1 goal. And then it was 3-1. Richmond had everything to win this game. And boy, St Kilda hold on their head. Not a high crowd, about 50,000 MCG Saturday afternoon, But I just wow factor one why I've chosen this game. And I'll credit to Richmond, really more credit than anything for rebuilding. Hey, but St Kilda found just to hold on, and they were really brave to hold on. So well done, St Kilda and Brisbane for the first one. But now, Brisbane and Sydney, 2024 grand final rematch, and this was at the Gabba. Another one, just got to say, and this was not just one of the games of the round, but the second game of the round. Twilight football in Brisbane. Final score 92-90. Favourite to the Sydney Swans. Last time these two met, Brisbane took the win in a messy victory, but Isaac Hinging took one of the best marks for nomination, and he was very close to be my mark of the year. But wow factor that Sydney found a way to be benched from last year's grand finalists, last year's grand finalists, and Oh, I gotta say, Brisbane do found ways. Good teams do come back hard. Then it was Brisbane looking flat in that, and then goal after goal, and Brisbane on their hands. They hit 4 goals, 5-2, 1 goal, 5. Now, in regardless, Brisbane should won this game and quite comfortably, but Sydney had other ways to hold on. So that's my third game into we do come. And before we get into the next game, ladies and gentlemen, if you like today's show, like down below, subscribe if you like the channel, as well hit that notification bell. We hit the west, we'll stay round, same round. This is unusual why I chosen to do this. And why have I chosen this game? Now, there hasn't been some massive one. There's a bonus episode game I want to share, and that's coming soon. Which one is it? But we do head to Octavia. I'm going to give more than anything, but where was Adelaide that day? They looked really, really flat. They did not want to show up. They did not want to care less about this game, but they found a way. West Coast came to play. One of the best games for the year. And wow, it was just a wow factor. Now, anything else with the final score was, I think West Coast knew how important this game was and how important for the supporters. But LA started well, and then it was 3 goals to 0, 4 goals to 4. So pretty even that quarter. West Coast still winning, 2 goals to 4. So Adelaide really never got down for that. What that West Coast were up for, 6 points up to lose by only 9. West Coast came at home with their win to really end their home and away season at home, the final home game for the year. But West Coast had other ideas. But Adelaide, rightly feel full, cost West Coast the victory. Big road trip. Now, I really want to break down how did Adelaide felt. They were under man. They were under pressured, and they did not why. Why did I choose this game? They didn't have all their stars, Adelaide. They had players retiring at West Coast, but Adelaide would just want to find a way to win, not just holding on, but not great. They did that against North Melbourne the last game, and I really think Adelaide struggled from here. They really struggled. They were up against Collingwood, and we will share that. Well, I just want to let you know that is upcoming next. I just spoiled it. When is that? We'll let you know. But I really think that Adelaide just feel like they lost confidence in the last part of the season. Win's a win, but can you play final? Can you have second chances? Adelaide had all that, and they blew it. 42 years later, over North Melbourne in the AFL v VFL. AFL VFL history, Adelaide Crows is the non-Victorian to do that and breaking record over North Melbourne. Now, we will now head to round 24. Now, I may forward a little bit. Is that round 23, Adelaide and Collingwood, is that the bonus? We'll find out. We do have other 2 games, which is Port Adelaide and Gold Coast. That is the next game. But we've got one extra game. What is that? We'll let you all know very, very soon. Now, this is not just emotional. This is not just having 40 to 45,000 at Adelaide over Friday night football. This is the farewell emotional of the legend of Travis Boak, 150th Cam Rosie, the captain, and farewell that coach, Kent Hingley, staying there for such a long time. And why have I put this in my top 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is my 5th. So I've chosen some extra games here all. And this is technically my 5th and final game, but I have extra games to share. And I want to share them a bit deeply and include this one. So this was not just a farewell for Travis Boak, but the community of South Australia football. The legend of played 300 plus, captained the club, and sent off with amazing night at Adelaide Oval. Not just a win, but when you end your career, you sometimes win or lose. And this is a game that I have more solid respect for Port Adelaide right now. Now, you farewell the legend of Travis Boak. You say goodbye to the head coach. Say goodbye to the head coach. But you'll never say goodbye to Port Adelaide. They will be there next year. And hopefully they'll found some talent because they need some talent big time. They need to replace players that can do that. And that's the partly main reason I chose game in my 5th place. Now, round 23 and round 24, another round 24 game. Now, I mentioned the LA Crows Collingwood Magpies. But there's two bonus games I have not yet to release the round 24 game, but we'll share. One of those will go next. And I'm heartbroken to release that, ladies and gentlemen, we do come in round 24, so we have a bit of an idea. A final game to share. And but what a game this was. I watch every quarter, every moment, every second. And right now, I will share the Gutters' last game, the Brisbane Lions vs Hawthorn Port. Now, I didn't really pay attention too much about this game. Now, why do I choose this game? Brisbane struggled at home. Now, Hawthorn are in form to play finals big time. And I tell you right now, Hawthorn could win this game. I watched here and there of this game. They started well. Hawthorn actually started. They kicked 6 goals to 6. 3 months even, 3 behind overall. Then it was the worst game performance from Brisbane. You kick 8 minus and 2 goals. Hawthorn will kick you out with 3-3. Then it was 3 goals 5, 3 goals 4. There you have it. Brisbane holding on. Much better accuracy. It was 5 goals, 3 goals 4 overall. But from the half time, it was 5 goals 13 to 5 goals 8. Even up, same goals, same carry, only 10 minus. And this is why I chosen this to be in today's show, because it's not easy just not handing it wet or dry at Brisbane at the gutter. But when you are almost going to take on the best team in the league, you've got to be on your best game. And Brisbane, if you bring pressure to Brisbane had to find another way to take over that. So I give so much credit to Brisbane over that. I give them so much credit. And why they're so good, but they need to work on their goal kicking, and hopefully they'll do it the next game. But to end this show, we do have one more game. Absolute spoiler alert from the start. Look, Hawthorn, I think, best part is ball pressure, score pressure. And you bring that pressure in early, Brisbane won't win big. And that's exactly why I chose it. And there we are. I am now going to go directly back in time. Why do we go back in time? Saturday night football. We have round 23, which is Saturday, the 16th of August, 2025, which I nominate. This is my game of the round, which is the bonus number 2 game. Yes, I've added games. I've added this. Now, before I get reason why I chose the Adelaide Crows Collingwood map prize, it could be the grand final. Now, before I get into deeply of my details of this game, make sure you like, subscribe down below, hit that notification. If you like this or you want more, well, there's fun more episodes to come. So let's get on with the show. So this game was really anyone's to play for. This was finals. This is the finals feeling game. And they absolutely came out on fire, Collingwood. But Adelaide found ways. Adelaide found ways to absolute quiet Collingwood to pieces. They kicked 5 goals to 4, 5 goals to 1 in the first. Then it was 5 goals to 0 in the second. Beating scoreless to burn the best top 4 sides in the AFL this season is a bonus. Then we hit 1 goal to Adelaide. Collingwood 2 goals. Still favour to the Adelaide Crows to hold on. It was 2 goals to 2 goals. It was 1 point victory in favour that quarter to the Adelaide Crows, which takingly it was 3 goals to 2. 3 goals for Collingwood winning the half. So Adelaide may won the first half. Collingwood came home in the second. Pretty even overall. I apologise. I misunderstood. It was 6 goals to Adelaide Crows. That was Adelaide Crows. To Collingwood, it was 3 goals 4. So it's been 10 times meeting, and Adelaide broke the record. So a 3-point low scoring. Collingwood didn't want Adelaide to take their game plan to high scoring. They put the pressure Collingwood, and they did it perfectly. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. What you think? I hope you do enjoy it. Stay tuned for more episodes. The quizzes series is coming right around the corner. We got the AFL off season. It's just hitting into it. We also got the AFLW to come result. We got NBL 26. We got WNBL 26 series. So stay tuned for that series of the basketball. That is all I'm running very, very soon. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm now signing out. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed much as I enjoyed sharing this with you. Thanks for listening. Bye for now. BJ Show's out. Cheers.